It is almost 11 o'clock. You are sitting at your desk. You are trying to work. Or maybe you are in class, trying to study. But something is wrong. You look at the page. You read one sentence. You do not understand it. So you read it again. Still nothing. You read it a third time, a fourth time. The words are there, but your brain is not. You put down your pen. You look at your hands. They feel a little shaky. Not a lot. Just a little. You stand up. You go get some water. You drink it slowly. You sit back down. Still the same. You think, I slept enough last night. I am not sick. I am not that tired. So why does my brain feel like this? And then, slowly, you remember. This morning, you did not eat anything. You left the house with just a coffee. Maybe not even that. Again, today we are talking about breakfast, or more exactly, about skipping it. Many people skip breakfast, not just sometimes, every single day. Some people skip it because they want to lose weight. They think, if I eat less in the morning, I will lose weight faster. Some people skip it because they woke up late. No time, just grab the bag and go. And some people skip it and feel fine, so they think, my body is okay with this. It has learned. But here is the thing. That feeling at 11 o'clock, the heavy head, the shaky hands, the sentence you cannot read, that is not tiredness. That is not stress. That is your body asking for something it never got this morning. And today, we are going to answer one clear question. What actually happens to your body when you skip breakfast every day? By the end of this episode, you will know. And you will know one small thing you can do tomorrow morning. Something very simple. Something that takes 2 minutes. Let's start. First, let's talk about why so many people skip breakfast in the first place. It is not laziness. It is not carelessness. There are real reasons, and they make a lot of sense until you understand what is happening inside your body. One common reason is this: people skip breakfast to lose weight. Someone reads something online. It says, eat less in the morning, and your body will burn more. So they try it. The first day is hard. They feel hungry, but they push through. The second day is a little easier. By the end of the week, they are not hungry in the morning anymore. They think, good, my body has adjusted. This is working. But here is what they do not see. Not feeling hungry does not mean the body does not need food. It just means the body has stopped asking out loud. It still needs food. It still waits. And every day, around 10 or 11 o'clock, it sends a message through that heavy, slow feeling in your head. Many people never connect these two things, the skipped breakfast and the heavy head, because nobody told them they were connected. There is another common reason too, and it has nothing to do with weight. Some people simply wake up late. The alarm rings. They turn it off. 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and then, suddenly, they are late. They grab their clothes. They grab their bag. They run out the door. No time for breakfast. Not even time to think about it. This happens one day, then 2 days. Then it becomes normal. They do not even think about breakfast anymore. There is simply no time for it. It is not really a choice. It is just how the morning goes. Sometimes the reason is quieter than both of these. People do not feel the harm right away, so they stop noticing it at all. Today, they skip breakfast. They feel okay. Tomorrow, they skip it. Still okay. So they think, this is fine. I am fine. But the harm does not come right away. It comes slowly, quietly. That heavy feeling at 11 o'clock? They think it is because they did not sleep well. The shaky hands? Maybe stress. Maybe too much coffee. They never connect those feelings to the empty morning because the connection is slow and quiet, and nobody ever pointed it out. And there is one more reason, maybe the trickiest one of all. Many people believe their body has fully adjusted. They say, I have skipped breakfast for years. I am used to it. My body is fine. But there is a difference between being used to something and being okay with something. Your body is very good at adjusting. It can learn to live with less. But living with less is not the same as having enough. Think of it like this. If you sleep only 5 hours every night for many years, your body adjusts. You stop feeling as tired, in a way, but your body still needs more sleep. It has just learned to be quiet about it. Skipping breakfast works the same way. The body adjusts, but it still needs food, and the cost is still there. It is simply quieter now. This idea about adjusting is easy to believe because it feels true from the inside. You really do stop feeling hungry after enough mornings without food. And feeling fine in the moment seems like good proof that everything is okay. But feeling fine and being fueled are two very different things. A car can keep moving on a very low tank for a little while. It does not stop right away, but it is not running well, and soon enough it will struggle. Your body can do the same thing, quietly, for a long time, without one big sign that something is wrong. So, what actually happens inside your body when you skip breakfast? Let's make it simple. Think of your body like a machine. At night, the machine turns off. It rests. In the morning, it turns back on. But a machine needs something to run on. It needs fuel. That word, fuel, is important today. Fuel is what gives something the power to move and work. A motorbike needs fuel to go. Your body needs fuel to think, to move, to do almost anything at all. When you wake up, your body has been without food for 7, 8, maybe 9 hours. It needs fuel to start the day. When you skip breakfast, the machine turns on, but there is nothing inside. It tries to run anyway, but it has to work much harder to do the same simple things. That is why reading one sentence can feel like climbing a hill. That is why your hands feel a little shaky. That is why your brain cannot hold on to a single thought. Your body is not broken. It is just running on empty. And when this happens every day, your body starts to learn a new pattern. That word, pattern, is also important today. A pattern is something that happens the same way, again and again. When you skip breakfast every day, your body learns morning means nothing. Morning means wait. It stops expecting food in the morning, but it still needs it. And the cost, that slow, heavy feeling, keeps coming back every day, around the same time. Let's make this real with a few simple examples. Think about a young woman named Emily. She skips breakfast to lose weight. 2 weeks go by. She feels okay in the morning, just like she expected. But every day at 11 o'clock, she cannot focus on her work. She eats a very big lunch, because by then, she is so hungry. In the afternoon, she feels sleepy. She is tired more often than before. She did not lose weight the way she hoped, and she does not really know why. Now think about a young man named Jake. His reason is completely different. Jake wakes up late almost every morning, no matter how early he sets his alarm. He runs out the door with just a coffee in his hand, most days without even saying goodbye properly. By the time he gets to work, his head already feels heavy, even before his first meeting. He drinks more coffee. It helps a little, just for a short while, but by 11 o'clock, the same heavy feeling returns. The same shaky hands, every single day. He used to think coffee alone could fix this, since it always gave him a quick boost. But the boost never lasted long, and the heavy feeling always found its way back. Emily and Jake have two very different reasons for skipping breakfast, but they end up living the same story at 11 o'clock. The body does not really care about the reason behind it. It only knows one thing. It did not get what it needed this morning. And sooner or later, it will let you know. Here is one more small example, just to show this pattern is not only for adults at work. A teenage boy named Tyler always skipped breakfast before school. He thought it was normal, because his friends did the same thing. In his second class, math, he always felt slow and a little confused, even on easy questions. He used to think he was simply bad at math, and that thought made him feel worse every day. One week, his mother left a few crackers by the door with a small note that said, "Eat me." He ate them without really thinking, just to be nice to her. By Wednesday, he noticed his second class did not feel so hard anymore. He was not smarter than before. He was just not running on empty anymore. Emily, Jake, and Tyler are very different people, with very different mornings and very different reasons for skipping food. But all three felt the same heavy moment, right around the same time of day. And all three found that one small change at the start of the morning made a real difference. Later in the day, it is worth saying one more thing about this pattern. It does not only show up at 11 o'clock, once, and then disappear. It comes back the next day, and the day after that. Week after week, the body keeps sending the same quiet message in the same quiet way. Some people start to think this heavy feeling is just part of who they are. They say things like, "I am just a slow person in the morning. I am just not smart before lunch." But that is usually not true at all. It is not about being slow or not being smart. It is simply about fuel and timing and a body that is asking for something small. So now you understand why this happens. But understanding is not always enough. Many people know something is not good for them and still do not change it. So let's talk about how to make a change. A small one. A very small one. Here is the thing about patterns. They feel very strong, very fixed, like they cannot be broken. But a pattern breaks the moment you do something different, even once, even something very small. You do not need a big breakfast to break this pattern. Your body does not need a lot. Think of it like a motorbike again. It does not need a full tank to start. It just needs enough gas to get going. Your body is the same. A small breakfast is not a full tank, but it is enough to start the engine. It just needs something. Enough so it knows. Today is different. Today there is food. Today we can begin. And that something can be very, very small. A banana, a few crackers, one boiled egg from the night before, a small piece of bread, no cooking needed, no dishes to wash, no extra time required. Now, maybe you are thinking, but I skip breakfast to lose weight. Will eating something ruin that? No, it usually will not. One banana in the morning will not stop you from losing weight. But that heavy feeling at 11 o'clock and the very big lunch that often comes right after it, that might slow you down instead. Many people find that a small breakfast actually helps them eat less later in the day, not more. And if you wake up late almost every morning, this idea is exactly for you. You do not need extra time for this. You need about 30 seconds to pick something up and eat it on your way out the door. One small thing before you leave. That is all your body really needs to feel ready. When your body has a little food in the morning, it feels ready. Ready to think, ready to work, ready to begin the day properly. Maybe you are thinking of another problem too. What if you are simply not hungry at all in the morning? That is also very common, and it makes total sense. If your body has skipped breakfast for a long time, it has learned not to ask for food early in the day. So it stays quiet, even though it still needs fuel. You do not need to wait for hunger to show up before you eat something small. Think of it less like eating a meal and more like starting the engine. You are not waiting to feel hungry. You are simply giving your body a small, clear signal. The day has begun, and food is here. After a week or two of doing this, many people notice that morning hunger slowly returns on its own, without forcing anything. So here is exactly what you can try. Tonight, before you sleep, put one small thing on your kitchen counter: a banana, a few crackers, anything that needs no cooking at all. Just leave it there, on the counter, somewhere you will see it tomorrow morning. This is a small message to yourself. It says, tomorrow morning, I will eat something before I leave the house. And tomorrow morning, before you pick up your bag, pick that up first and eat it. When you are about to leave, eat one small thing, 2 minutes, before you go. You do not need to feel hungry first. You do not need to sit down at a table. You do not need to cook anything at all. Just one small thing, standing in the kitchen, or even on your way out the door. Your body will not be empty anymore. It will have just enough fuel to get through the morning calmly. And that feeling at 11 o'clock, the heavy head, the shaky hands, the sentence you cannot read, it might simply not come today. So remember this one simple plan. Tonight, put something small on the counter. Tomorrow morning, eat it before you leave. That is the one thing to remember from today. Can you do that? I think you can. It costs almost nothing. It takes only 2 minutes. And tomorrow morning, your body will feel the real difference. We are almost at the end of today's episode. But before we finish, Let me paint one small picture for you. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, you are sitting at your desk, working, or you are in class, studying. You look at the page, you read a sentence, you understand it, you read the next one. You understand that one too. Your hands are steady. Your head feels clear. You simply keep going. That heavy, slow feeling, the one that usually arrives right about now, it is not here today. Not because you changed your whole morning. Not because you made a big, complicated breakfast. Just because of one small thing you ate before you left the house. That is enough. It will not feel like a big moment the first time you try this. You might even forget on some mornings, and that is okay too. You can simply try again the next day without feeling bad about it. Small habits do not grow because you do them perfectly. They grow because you keep coming back to them again and again, even after you forget once or twice. Let's remember what we talked about today. Many people skip breakfast every day to lose weight or simply because they woke up late. The harm does not come right away. It comes slowly, quietly, around 10 or 11 o'clock. Every day, your body sends the same message. I needed something this morning. When you skip breakfast every day, your body learns to expect nothing, but it still needs something. And one small thing eaten before you leave the house is enough to change how the whole morning feels. Tonight, put something small on the counter. Tomorrow morning, eat it before you leave. Now let's go over our words for today. One more time. Nice and slow. Skip. When you skip breakfast, your body starts the day with nothing. Tired. By 11 o'clock, you feel tired. That is your body asking for food. Body. Your body needs something small in the morning to start well. Energy. Food gives your body energy. Without it, the morning feels hard. Pattern. Skipping breakfast every day becomes a pattern, but patterns can change. Ready? One small breakfast makes your body feel ready to begin the day. If this was helpful, listen again, or share it with a friend who wants to learn English and feel better in the morning. See you next time.